Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Tosif, and I am back with a new live stream. And if you are watching this, please say hello in the live chat. Once again, it's just few minutes away from midnight, and here I am starting a live stream. So I don't know how many of our friends will be able to join because it is so late, and I'm in the central time zone. And it's close to midnight. So our friends in the Eastern time zone, they may already be asleep. I don't know. Or maybe you stay up late. Who knows? All right. If you can join, please join the conversation. I see our friends, some of our friends are already here. Kay Cooper is here, Frank is here, um, Evelyn is here, and I see Ryan. Ryan is here. Who else is here? Anyone here for the first time? Please join the conversation, my friends. We're gonna have things to talk about. Um, all right. Maybe I'll wait for one more minute. How about that? One more minute. By the way, there's a poll question. You can see it somewhere on your screen. You can see it, right? There's a poll question, and the question is, what is the question? What is the poll question? The question is, should all local law enforcement agencies cooperate with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE? All right. Simple question. Should all local law enforcement agencies cooperate with ICE? And there are two choices, yes and no. And you let me know what you think, my friends. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts. Evelyn is saying, I say yes. Evelyn, let me tell you, our friend Evelyn from Vegas is saying yes. So Evelyn's answer is yes to that question. Should all local law enforcement agencies cooperate with ICE? Evelyn says yes. And let me tell you, Evelyn and I are on the same page. I also say yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm actually shocked to see that so far 14%, 1 4, that's a small percentage, okay? But still 14% said no. I mean, really, if you said no, I want to know why you said no. Okay? Really, I mean, why would anyone say no? And you see the yes, 86% said yes, but it really should be 100% saying yes. So I don't know why anyone would say no to that question. I have no idea. I don't know what is going on. All right. My friends, we need local law enforcement to cooperate with ICE. We need local elected officials to support the enforcement of our nation's immigration laws. And in the city of Dallas, that is exactly what is going to happen. In the city of Dallas, the police, the local police will cooperate with the federal law enforcement agencies. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I love Dallas. I love Dallas. Anyone from Dallas here? Anyone watching from Dallas, Texas, or anywhere near Dallas, Texas? Are you in Dallas? Please let me know. Anyone in Dallas? Anyone in that region in North Texas? Anyone? I know our friend Kay Cooper is from Texas. Kay, would you remind us where in Texas you are from? Give me 1 second, my friends. K Cooper, I'm asking our friend K Cooper. I know K is from Texas. Okay, K is from Crockett, Texas, southeast Texas. All right. Okay. So, far away from Dallas, I'm guessing. I'm gonna have to look it up on a map. Far away from Dallas. But you know what? Texas, the whole state is awesome. And um, we've talked about it so many times. We all love Texas. Um, by the way, Crockett, K. Cooper mentioned Crockett, Texas. That reminds me, where's our friend Crockett? I haven't seen Crockett in a while. It's been days, I think. Where's Crockett? Our friend Shannon from South Carolina. That's Crockett. Okay. Well, we will wait. If Shannon is watching, please, Shannon, say hello. All of Texas is awesome. I love Texas. I've been to Dallas. It's been years. This was pre-COVID, before COVID. Okay. I went to Dallas in 2018, so it's been many years. And now suddenly I feel like visiting Texas. All right. In the course of having this conversation, now that we're talking about Texas, I feel like visiting Texas again. It's been years, 2018. Come on. It's been years. I need to visit. Maybe find a few days, maybe a long weekend, just go to Texas and just, spend a couple days, come back maybe. Um we love Texas, all right? All of Texas. And we're going to be talking about Dallas. There's a new police chief in Dallas. And whenever there's a new police chief in any city, people wonder what kind of police chief will the new person be? Oh, I see our friend Marjorie Bedford just joined. Marjorie from Canada. Marjorie, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. My friends, as you're tuning in, please make sure that you're liking this video, that you're subscribing if you have not done so already, and also share this video. Share it. You can share it right now. As you are watching, you can share this. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on X. You can share it on Truth Social. You can share the link by email. Send an email out to your friends, send an email out to your family members with the link to this video. Please do it, my friends. That's how you can help this channel grow. That's how you can help us reach more people. We want more people to join the conversation. We want people from all over the country, from all over the world to join the conversation because we discuss social and political issues, both domestic and international. My friends, help us reach more people. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. All right. So going back to the discussion, whenever there's a new police chief in a city, okay, whatever city you live in, suddenly you find out that there's a new police chief. Okay, maybe the old police chief retired or resigned or found some other job. And there's a new police chief who comes in, and people wonder, okay, what kind of police chief will this new person be? Obviously, I mean, it's natural to ask that question because a police chief plays a very important role in society. A police chief has a lot of power. A police chief has a lot of responsibilities. A police chief, people look at a police chief and they expect good performance. They expect the police chief to be hardworking, to be honest, to do the right thing, and to be tough. All right. We want a police chief who's going to be tough on crime. Okay. So there's a new police chief in Dallas, Texas, and people are wondering, okay, What kind of a police chief is this new person going to be? Let me tell you, this new police chief is already in the news. That is right. The Dallas police chief, new chief, he's already in the news. His name is Daniel Comeau. I hope I am pronouncing the last name correctly. Daniel Comeau. If I'm mispronouncing, please let me know. If anyone knows the correct way to pronounce it, I think I'm correct, but if not, please let me know. Chief Daniel Comeau, that's his name. Reportedly, and you're gonna love this. Okay, are you ready for what I'm about to tell you? I'm gonna share with you some very crucial information, but I want to make sure everyone's listening. Okay? Hopefully you're not multitasking. Hopefully you're not listening to my live stream and doing something else, doing 3 other things. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're focusing on this discussion. I hope so. Let me share with you this news. You're going to love this. Right. Reportedly, this new police chief, Daniel Comeau, has pledged to work with federal agencies on immigration enforcement. Wow. I love it. Scott Wells is here. Hello, Scott. Good to see you. Don't you love this news? Evelyn, what do you think? Kay Cooper, Marjorie, Scott, Frank, tell me, what do you think? This new police chief Daniel Comeau of Dallas, has reportedly pledged to work with federal agencies on immigration enforcement. Evelyn says, I love it. I love it too. I love it too. I'm so happy. Scott is saying, hey, love the news. That is amazing. That was my reaction, Scott. I saw the news and I'm like, that is amazing. And reportedly, Chief Comeau said, he said, and this is a quote from an interview. He said, we're going to do what's right. We're always going to be there to help our federal partners. Wow. That's the quote from Chief Daniel Comeau of Dallas, Texas. Those are his words. He said, and I quote, we're going to do what's right. We're always going to be there to help our federal partners. End quote. Amazing. That is how it should be. Derek is here. Hello, Derek. Everyone, thank you for being here. If you're tuning in, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you like this video. That is amazing. That is how it should be. Local law enforcement agencies should always, local law enforcement agencies should always cooperate with the federal partners. When it's about enforcing the law, all law enforcement agencies must be on the same page. Now, I understand the different layers of government. I think most of us do. You've got local government, local government. It could be city government. It could be village government, town government, local government. You've got local government, and then there's state government. State government would be the governor, state assembly, state senate, but also state law enforcement agencies. So you've got local law enforcement agencies, local elected officials, then you've got state law enforcement agencies and state elected officials, then you've got the federal law enforcement agencies and the federal elected officials. So Who are the federal elected officials? The president and the members of Congress, they are federal. And federal law enforcement, FBI, okay? What are some other federal agencies? You've got ICE, that's federal. But understand one thing, we have these layers of government, local, state, federal. But when it's about enforcing the law, all law enforcement agencies must be on the same page. Yes, they have their jurisdiction. Yes, they have their authorities. They operate at different levels of government. So I understand the differences. We all do. But they should find ways to work together, to cooperate with each other. And their mission is the same, to protect people, to fight crime, to ensure public safety. Whether you are a local law enforcement officer, whether you are a state law enforcement officer, state trooper, or you are a federal law enforcement agent, you have different responsibilities, you have different authorities, different jurisdiction, but the mission is the same. The local law enforcement officer wants to protect people, wants to serve people. The state law enforcement folks, same thing, serve people, protect people, ensure public safety. Federal, same, serve people, protect the American people, fight crime, catch the criminals. It's the same goal, it's the same mission, whether you are local, state, or federal law enforcement. And so they should all be on the same page. Now, local law enforcement, they may not have jurisdiction over federal immigration matters. I understand that. As I said, I understand the differences. Immigration enforcement, that's federal. It's not local. Immigration is a federal issue. It's not a local issue. Yes, it has local impacts, as we have seen. When there's illegal immigration and you've got millions and millions of illegals coming in, as we saw during the Biden-Harris administration, all those illegals who came in, millions and millions of them, and they scattered all over the country, communities were severely adversely impacted. So immigration is a federal issue, but immigration, whether, in a positive way or a negative way, affects local communities. So legal immigration helps local communities. If you are bringing in people who are coming in legally, they are following the law, they are following the rules and regulations, they are coming in legally, they are living in different communities, and they are working, and they are paying taxes, and they are becoming part of the community. They are becoming Americans, legal immigrants. That's great. But if there's illegal immigration, that has an impact on local communities, but that impact is negative. When there's illegal immigration, the criminals are coming in, and they are going to different communities. They are causing chaos. They are causing disturbance. They are breaking the laws, and the communities then become less safe. So immigration is a federal issue, but immigration, whether legal immigration or illegal immigration, affects local communities. Legal immigration helps local communities. Illegal immigration hurts local communities. So immigration may be a federal issue, but local communities are impacted by immigration. And so what local law enforcement agencies should do is they should cooperate with federal law enforcement agencies. Bree is here. Hi, Bree. Good to see you. Our friend Edwin is here. I see Edwin. Cherise is here. Hello, Cherise. Good to see you. That is so wonderful. More and more friends are tuning in. More and more friends are tuning in. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay. By the way, as you can see, I am back at my desk. I've got my microphone. Yesterday, my live stream was from a different room, but today I'm back to my original location. All right. Um, Yesterday was a different background. Brian is saying go home. I don't know what Brian means by go home. I am home. This is like home. See, this is my apartment. Oh, Brian is so Brian is saying get out of my country. Brian, who are you addressing when you say get out of my country? Are you talking to the illegal immigrants? Yeah, you know, if you're saying, "Hey, illegal immigrants, get out of our country," yeah, that's an appropriate message. Illegal immigrants should get out of the United States. All right, illegal immigrants. We have no room for illegal immigrants. No place for illegal immigrants. We will not allow illegal immigration. Illegal immigrants, they have one option: get out. Is that what you're saying, Brian? Um, all right, more friends are here. Okay, Brian's saying yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, Brian. Brian, be more specific, Brian. Brian, where you from? Tell me where you are from. Brian is from Philadelphia. All right, Philadelphia. Got it. Bakery is here. Bakery. Um, yeah, it's a three word screen name. I'm just gonna call you Bakery. Okay, Bakery is here. Um, who else? Anyone new? Anyone here for the first time? I like to greet the new friends. All right, let's continue with the conversation, my friends. Let's just continue. All right, let's do that. Um, Scott, thank you for your support. Scott is saying Tausif is a legal citizen. Absolutely. I came to the United States legally and I became a naturalized American citizen. So thank you, Scott. Canadian Cowboy is here. Canadian Cowboy, welcome back. All right, let's continue with the conversation. So, local law enforcement agencies should cooperate with federal law enforcement agencies. When ICE goes into a community to catch dangerous criminal aliens, then local law enforcement must cooperate with ICE, must cooperate with federal agents. It's about doing the right thing. It's about protecting people. It's about serving people. It's about listening to the voices of the people and doing what the people have voted for, what the people expect, what the people demand. which is the right thing, which is enforce our nation's laws. And so we are a nation of law and order, my friends. And so when ICE goes into a community to catch dangerous criminals, local law enforcement must cooperate with federal agents. It's about doing the right thing. It's about protecting people. Now, reportedly, the new police chief of Dallas, Chief Daniel Camo, Chief Camo has the support of the Dallas mayor. And who is the Dallas mayor? Dallas mayor Eric Johnson. So when there's a mayor and a police chief of a city and they are on the same page, that is awesome. So my friends, anyone who behaves in a disruptive manner, anyone who comes to this live chat and instead of participating in productive conversation, if anyone tries to disrupt, if anyone tries to create disturbance, that person is going to be blocked, as I have just blocked somebody. You saw that, right? You saw that. I blocked that individual named Sweaty. So let's go back to the discussion. So the mayor of Dallas, the police chief of Dallas, they are on the same page, and that is awesome. And this is something that everyone should look at. Bree, good to see you. Always good to see Bree. Bree from Michigan. Okay, we got Roofing here. Roofing, good to see you. Jet is here. Jet is from Pennsylvania. Jet, good to see you. By the way, I need more tea. All right. This is something that everyone should look at, which is why I am bringing this to your attention, which is why I'm discussing this topic during this live stream. I want everyone out there to know what kind of an example Dallas is setting. A good example, a great example. This is what all cities should do. All police chiefs, all mayors should come out and say, we are going to cooperate with ICE. We are going to cooperate with federal agents. We are going to cooperate with the federal authorities who are trying to enforce the nation's immigration laws. That is what the message should be, no matter which community you go to. So what Dallas is doing is great. An awesome example for all other communities to follow. All other communities should follow Dallas. This, and you know, we have to pay attention. We have to see what kind of a partnership develops between Dallas and the federal authorities. I think it's going to be great. It seems that there's strong commitment from Dallas to partner with federal authorities. This partnership is going to help make America safe again. Derek is asking, what kind of tea do you drink? I drink English breakfast, black tea. Sometimes I drink green tea. This is English breakfast, black tea with honey. Okay. I wasn't going to drink tea at this hour, but I did because I wanted to do this live stream. So I needed that caffeine. Okay. To be able to stay awake and do this live stream. So Uh, this is something everyone should look at. What Dallas is doing, this is great. This is what all local officials should do. That is, support federal agents in enforcing the law. So, there is support for President Trump in Dallas. The people of Texas want border security. And as you may remember, especially if you have been watching my live streams for a long time, if you've been listening to my podcast episodes for a long time, you know this. I talked about this. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, he fought really hard, really hard to make sure that the border is secure. And it was during the Biden-Harris administration days when we saw Greg Abbott playing a very active role in combating illegal immigration. As the Biden-Harris administration allowed illegals to enter the United States, Governor Greg Abbott said no. And Governor Greg Abbott deployed resources to combat the illegal entry of foreign nationals. And we also saw that many illegal aliens were sent to Democrat-run sanctuary cities by bus. And that was quite a decision that Texas made. I love Texas. Texas basically said, hey, we don't support illegal immigration. We don't want illegal immigrants. So New York, if you want illegal immigrants and Biden is allowing illegal immigrants to come in, well, here you go. Illegal immigrants sent by bus from Texas to New York, from Texas to Chicago, from Texas to Denver. We saw that. We saw that. So Greg Abbott, a real hero. I really like Greg Abbott, this leader. I mean, you look at all the governors across the country, and you can come up with your list of top 3 or top 5, right? I mean, who would you say are the top 3? Ron DeSantis, pretty good. Greg Abbott, really good. Glenn Youngkin, really good. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is also very good. And there are some other great governors. So you can pick your top 5, top 3, top 2. In my opinion, one of the best governors in the country, it's Greg Abbott. I really believe that. Greg Abbott, one of the best governors in the United States. And so all these Democrat-run sanctuary cities that supported illegal immigration, all these sanctuary cities like New York and Chicago and Denver, they got buses and buses full of people, full of illegal immigrants, sent by Texas to Chicago, to Denver, to New York, and other places. But things have changed. Finally, we have a Republican president. Finally, we have a Republican president, and finally, we are addressing the illegal immigration crisis. By the way, our friend Sherry just joined. Sherry, always great to see Sherry. Everyone, please say hello to Sherry, who goes by the name Nikki. All right, so that's our friend Sherry from Wisconsin. Sherry, thank you for being here and for your support, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Everyone say hello to our friend Sherry. Evelyn, I saw what you wrote, Evelyn. Thank you so much. Auditron is here. Wow. Auditron, it's been a while since we've seen Auditron in the live chat. Auditron's here, huh? Everyone is saying hello to Sherry. That's wonderful. See, this is a special community that we have, and we're going to grow. We are going to be we are going to become even stronger as we have more people join us. Auditron is saying, of course, I'm still subscribed. Auditron, thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate that. Thank you so very much. All right. Auditron doesn't agree with me on things. I would say on most things, Auditron doesn't agree with me. Maybe a few things Auditron does agree with me on. I don't know, but I appreciate the fact that Auditron is still subscribed. Okay, thanks for being here. Okay, so finally we have a Republican president, and finally we know that the border is secure. Finally, we know that the Trump administration is addressing this illegal immigration crisis. And what is Dallas doing? What is Dallas, Texas doing? Dallas, Texas is going to help the Trump administration combat illegal immigration. Dallas is going to be doing the right thing. Dallas is a great city. Dallas has a great new police chief, and it's a new police chief, so we have to wait and see. Maybe we're going to have to observe for a few months the performance of this new police chief. But based on the reports that I'm hearing, based on the news that I'm reading, based on the comments that I've read, the things that I've heard, it seems like the new police chief of Dallas, Daniel Camo, is going to be doing the right thing. That is partnering with federal agencies, federal law enforcement agencies. Daniel Camo, the new police chief of Dallas, Texas, is going to be partnering with ICE. Great news. Great news. I see some new names in the live chat. That's great. That's great. All right. So Dallas is setting a great example. Thanks to Dallas. And it's one of the largest cities in America. By the way, anyone from Dallas here? Anyone watching from Dallas, Texas? Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Derek, for your kind words. Anyone from Dallas? If you are from Dallas, please say hello. Bree is from Michigan. Michigan is just across the lake. Okay, Roofing is saying future Dallas resident moving from Colorado in the next few years. Okay, so Roofing is going to be moving from Colorado to Dallas. All right. Sherry is so awesome. Sherry is so awesome. You got to look at Sherry's comments. Look at the comments Sherry is writing. That's our friend Nikki. The screen name is Nikki. The real name is Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. Brad is here. Brad, good to see you. All right. Dallas, one of the largest cities in America, doing the right thing. The mayor, by the way, Eric Johnson, that's the name of the mayor. Do you remember that the mayor of Dallas used to be a Democrat? That individual named Eric Johnson, he used to be a Democrat. And then years ago, he changed his party affiliation and he became a Republican. And so more and more people, that's the other thing. There's a trend. There's a trend that you are going to be seeing if you are paying attention, if you are observing what's happening in your community, in other communities, in your city, in your state. What's happening across America, more and more Democrats are becoming Republicans. More and more people are rejecting the Democrat Party and they are becoming Republicans. Not everyone's becoming a Republican right away, a lot of people become independent. They go from being Democrats to being independents. All right. So, you know, that's a rejection of the Democrat Party. If somebody says that they're going to reject the Democrat Party and become an independent, that's a loss for the Democrats. And becoming an independent is actually, it's one step closer to eventually becoming a Republican. Okay. Bree is saying that Bree is a former registered Democrat, right, Bree? So Bree used to be a Democrat. Am I correct, Bree? Now you're a Republican. Awesome. All right. So more and more and more people are becoming Republicans. More and more people are rejecting the Democrat Party. There's a major transformation taking place in this country. You just have to pay attention to see it. Okay. You have to pay attention to see it. People are rejecting the Democrats and becoming Republicans. So, my friends, I wanted to share with you this news update from Dallas that the police chief and the mayor of Dallas, they are on the same page, and they are going to be cooperating with the federal agencies, the federal law enforcement agencies. They are going to be helping ICE. They are going to be cooperating with ICE. And this is great. This is great. Great news for Dallas, great news for Texas, great news for the United States of America, and great news for the people of this country. All right. Okay. All right, my friends, I'm going to be wrapping up. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to keep this live stream short once again, just because it's so late. So I'm going to be doing more videos and more live streams. So please stay connected with me. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing the video. And hopefully you'll tune in for my next live stream. My friends, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. But before that, I'm going to end the poll and share with you the results. And here it comes. The question was, should all local law enforcement agencies cooperate with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE? Plain and simple question. Should all local law enforcement agencies cooperate with ICE? Yes. The answer is yes, and 81% of the people said yes. Overwhelmingly, people said yes. 81% said yes. So this is great. People support law and order. People support law enforcement agencies at every level of government. And people believe that all local law enforcement agencies should cooperate with ICE. This is great. 81% saying yes. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so very much. Okay. I'm going to wrap up this live stream, but I will be back again very, very soon. Thank you all for tuning in. Didi just tuned in. Didi from California. Didi, good to see you. Sorry, I'm wrapping up this live stream now, but I'll be back again with more. Thank you so very much, my friends. May God bless you all. And I will be back again very, very soon. Have a wonderful night and have a wonderful Friday. Thank you, my friends. Have a great night.